Welcome to the top of the morning show with your girl TT from the D. Today is Thursday, everybody. And it's a thankful Thursday as a lot of us are getting ready to head back to the hustle and bustle. Those of us that still have school-aged children and even college-aged children. Some of us are in the midst of school shopping, orientations, traveling because we're dropping off some of our older children, some of our very firstborn kids off to college, to their next chapter of life. But for those of you that are really struggling, some of you are becoming empty nesters. Some of you are just razzled because you had a smooth routine and now things are back to the basics, right? You know, we get into the journey of schooling from September to June and our schedules get hectic to the third power. So I just wanted to stop by on this Thankful Thursday and remind you to breathe. Just breathe. Whether you have a school-aged child that's in elementary, middle school, high school, or even college, parenting doesn't stop. We're always going to be in the midst of trying to make sure that they get everything they need to be ready for the next school year, the next season, next journey, the next chapter. And so while you're in the midst of hustling and bustling, standing in long lines to do registration, looking for books, because you know how that goes. Some kids misplace books and then you got those fines. All of that. I'm one of those parents. I have a middle schooler, an 8th grader this year. So I'm super excited about it, but I'm also like, oh my God. He's also athletic, so we're also in the hustle and bustle and grind of athletics, right? So you're balancing work, you're balancing school, you're balancing athletics, extracurricular activities, you name it, you're juggling. I still want to remind you to breathe. Take a moment and breathe. I don't care if you have to get up a little extra earlier to start your day or go to bed a little extra late to end your day. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself a moment to reflect on what you need to do, what you have to do, and what you want to do. There are no perfect parents. There are no perfect children. We are learning this thing called life every single day. Whatever you couldn't get done today because of your work schedule or the school schedules, tomorrow's a new day. Thank God there are such things as makeup days. So if you weren't able to make it to the registration or the orientation, a lot of schools understand our positions. A lot of parents are not able to stay home and work from home. A lot of parents have to have 2 working parents in the household if there's 2 parents. So you're juggling. Remember, a lot of times you can make up these days. Some of us have to lean on reliable and responsible adults who we can say, hey, can you take my daughter? Can you take my son to the orientation? I'm not able to get off because perhaps you have a job where there is no flexibility. Perhaps you have a job that you are not working from home. Perhaps you have a job that even if you have flexibility, the travel time will be crazy. Whatever that looks like, learn to lean in and use your support systems. A lot of us have villages. If you know, like I know, it takes a village to raise one child. So imagine raising multiple children. Utilize the village. However, let me make this side note. Don't manipulate and don't disrespect and don't neglect your village. If you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. If you say you can't make it to something and you need them to tap in, make sure you're not somewhere else doing something else that has nothing to do with what you told them, because you'll lose your village. You'll lose your village. And a lot of you tend to do things on social media. You're not aware that people see things and they're like, hey, I saw so-and-so. Where? Oh, at the so-and-so. Oh, well, they told me they couldn't do this for their child because they had to do this. But yet and still, you looking at it maybe as this is a moment to breathe. No. If you need that moment to breathe and you say, listen, I need a mom's moment. I need a pop's moment. I just need a good 2 hours. Can you give me 2 hours where I can really just say, whew, it's been a minute and I need some self-care time? I guarantee you, if you are honest, a person who is a parent will understand. But you got to be honest and you got to be upfront and you got to be on time. If you say, hey, do you mind keeping an eye on Johnny? I just want to go to happy hour with my friends. We're going to meet up about 5. It's over at 7. I will be here no later than 7:30. Do that. Because let me tell you, if you take advantage of that and you hold up to your end of the bargain, when you ask that next time, if they're available, they won't have a problem doing it. But let me be clear. You say, yeah, we're meeting up at 5 and happy hours over at 7. And then you got engulfed and you had a great time and y'all just like, oh, I know happy hour's over. I'm going to do this and that. And then you looking at it like, oh, I really got to go. And they might, you know how we are. We geek you up. No, stay for a while. Ask them if you can stay and see what's up. If you don't make that phone call and say, hey,